Hi everyone, it's Liz from Sew for Home with a true beginner-friendly project. It's a set of 3 cute bags in 3 handy sizes. You know, one of our favorite things here at Sew for Home is coming up with simple projects that are inspiring and approachable to someone who might just be starting out on their sewing adventure, but also interesting enough for anyone at any skill level who just wants a fun little something to whip out in an afternoon. So the large bag finishes at approximately 10 inches wide by 12 inches high, the medium bag at 8 by 10, and the small bag is 6 by 8. Now, these bags are not lined, so we do recommend a slightly heavier fabric for the main panels. We use just a solid white cotton twill. It's pliable, so the top will gather up real nicely, but it still has a bit of heft. Now, these panels are full length. They go from the drawcord top all the way down to the bottom. So you don't want anything too stiff, like a heavy canvas or an upholstery fabric, or both those gathers and the seams themselves are going to be too bulky. So the accent borders are fussy cut from a quilting weight cotton, and then they're laid over the main panel. And we also added a line of rickrack across the top folded edge. It's optional, but it's so pretty, right? Now, the Curious Cat fabric that we used is from the Here Kitty Kitty collection by Corey Dantini for Free Spirit Fabrics. Because there's no lining, we used French seams. If you've never tried this type of seam finish, it's a great technique to have in your sewing toolbox. Now, the steps online, of course, use the actual fabric that we used, but I made a few simple step outs so that you can tell how the right side and the wrong side work throughout the technique. Now, you will start with your fabric wrong sides together, and you're going to want slightly wider than normal seam allowance. On a small project like this, we normally would have probably used 1/4 of an inch seam, 2/8. Instead, we used 3/8. So you're going to use that 3/8 inch seam allowance along both sides and across the bottom. When that's done, you're going to trim back the seam allowance to just about 1/8 of an inch. Now you're going to turn the bag so it is now right sides together, and you're going to stitch the sides and the base again with that 3/8 inch seam. And this second seam encloses the trimmed raw edges of the first seam, and that's what creates the smooth finish on the inside of your bag. Now, you can use this kind of seam finishing on all kinds of projects, although it does work best with a lighter weight kind of a fabric. The French seams on our bag start 2.5 inches down from the top, and that excess is what you will use to fold and stitch into the drawcord channel. Now, those channels are then threaded through with double drawcords. You're going to insert one through in one direction, the opposite in the opposite direction. And it's very easy to pull them open and cinch them closed, and you can fill them right up to the top. Of course, they'd be great as gift bags, but really for any small storage task. You know, putting even the simplest item into a handmade fabric bag, it really elevates your gift to the next level. You can make a coordinated set with the matching accent borders as we did, or, I don't know, choose just one size now and save the other ones for later. Our Drawcord bag trio with matching accent borders is available now on Sew for Home. It's free. I hope you'll give it a try. Oh, and you know, if you are teaching someone to sew, this is a perfect project. Everyone loves a handy little bag, especially one with some great new techniques that you get to learn. So thanks for listening, and happy sewing!